go back and talk about Sue.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, here we are.
Yes.
You're okay? I made you run. You're a little out of breath there. Boy, oh boy, what's that Burrows guy making me do?
What's the lineups at the front door, I gotta say?
It makes it look busy.
Well,
remember the days
is that what it is?
They would hold you up at the Camel Street Station with a long lineup.
They're just making it look busy. They don't need to make it look busy.
You know what?
It's busy here tonight.
There is lots of people here. Fantastic. Hello, everybody. I'm David Burrows, broadcasting for the Video Show Network, and my friend Jay Peckham joining me here.
What's going on?
Owen Sound Attack.
Yeah, baby.
That's who we're taking on here today. You know what? This type of game, or this point in the game, I should say, kind of changes a little bit because we already know where we're going in the playoffs. But I mean, we still got some things to prove out there. But
yeah, and I think regardless of where we're going to start in the playoffs, I mean, you got to think about it in terms of just conditioning, right? I mean, if you pull the gas off now, then are the guys going to be ready to go full throttle?
You don't want to show any weak spots.
I don't think so. And I think that the Stinger really still going to be under the gun to make a good showing, and we saw that the other night in the Sioux.
I only caught part of the game, I'll be honest.
Wow,
but I was following the tweets and everything. Amazing.
It was,
unfortunately they come up short, but they took the first team in the entire league to a shootout. 5-4 final score.
100%.
There.
And you know what? It was a heck of a performance. I think if you take away maybe the little bit of nerves that Aiden Hughes had, being like here we're going into this game. This is a game that
I thought it was nice to see him in there.
I did too, absolutely. And I think that this is a game we would normally see Justin Fazio get the start because it's top team in the league and stuff like that. Hughes gets the start. I think he may have been a little nervous off the hop. First two shots on goal resulted in goals, which was unfortunate. But you know what? I mean, other than that first 10 minutes of period number one, the rest of the game was on point. And if you took that away, I mean, we're walking away with a win.
I think
any way you look at it. So,
and I think it's important to point out, showing confidence in your players as the coaching team.
Yeah.
To be able to say, even after those two goals went in, you're staying in, you're playing the game because we believe in you. I think that builds a lot of character. That shows a lot. You got to have that good faith moments.
Absolutely. And I think it also says something too. I mean, we got to look at it from the perspective that Justin Fazio he's performed really, really well for Sarnia. We're so happy to have him, but he's not going to be around forever. And and Aiden Hughes really is likely going to be the future of goaltending for Sarnia. And I think it's a good thing. I really like this kid, I think. But, you need to give him those sort of some high-pressure moments where he has an opportunity to learn and grow himself, and I think that happened. We saw that happen
being able to show
in a single game.
The confidence, it kind of combines everything together.
Yep.
And he should, regardless. I mean, he played a good game.
He played a great game.
He stayed in there the whole time.
The Sioux goalie stood on his head because we were on him.
He's part of the reason that they're number one too.
Absolutely right. And I think when you look at the depth of their line, their lines versus ours, they've got a lot of forward firepower. I mean, Frost is number one in the league for scoring, and they've got Kachuk and Radish. I mean, they've got these high-powered players on the Sioux. This is going to be a good team, no matter what. But we held our own, and I mean, it shows the depth of our team as well.
And that same keep coming up in our conversations.
Thing.
Depth is important, and we do have a lot of that going on
100%.
here. And we'll go a little bit back to recently. Some new players added. Elliott's in there, and he's showing his worth for
sure.
Absolutely.
And you know what? They were all great fits. I think that's the thing. This is one where you give props to the scouting team for finding three guys that fit in so quickly and so easily into our lineup and have been able to produce immediately. Upon hitting, I think Mitch Elliott scored in his first in the game here. So those are all good things, right? They're well connected in the dressing room already. They've really found themselves as part of the team, and I think that's shows.
It's been, and the consistency is another word that keeps coming up with talking
Absolutely.
to the Sarnia State. And when a new player comes on board, Mitch Elliott, Cam Deneen, Jonathan Ang, all those guys. There's an obvious feeling of I need to prove myself right away from the start, and that often happens. But then beyond that, it's continued after that. It's not
100%.
just full throttle.
Yep.
And you talk about following right through to the whistle.
Yep.
We've seen a lot more of that happening now as well.
And I think
it's shown the results.
And I think the other thing, Prilly, that sets us apart. I mean, if we're going to use a part of our strategy going forward to try and win us some playoff games, I think it really comes in that explosive speed that we see from some of these critical guys. It's more than just one or two guys now. It's more than just Spro and Cairo.
Yeah.
I mean, now you see Jonathan Ang, who's got wheels coming out his derriere, and he can turn on that explosive speed and make something happen. So I mean, I think those are the kinds of things that we're going to see as being one of the strengths that's going to take us deep into playoffs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, absolutely. And there's got to be some fun competitiveness in there. I've kind of talked to some of the guys, and I'm like, hey, when he got out there, got the puck, got moving a little faster, does that make you move a little faster? Yeah, bro, So it's good, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have some very unselfish players, in terms of
you talk to all the players. I've talked to many of them throughout the course of this season. When you ask the question, there's a great vibe going on in that locker room. They all really like each other.
Yeah,
that helps.
I get that sense
with
too.
That, it's a great aura going on in that room.
Yep.
All right, we've got to go to our out-of-town scoreboard just before we head out the door here.
What's on the agenda for this evening?
So Kitchener Rangers taking on Guelph Storm here today at 2 o'clock as well. Kingston and North Bay will play. Erie and Mississauga are going to take it on. Peterborough Pizza and Niagara Ice Dogs already underway in the first period. London Knights and Ottawa 67s.
Yeah, that's going to be a good matchup.
It'll be interesting there as well. And, of course, we're here today. Windsor taking on Sioux Greyhounds. Really curious to see how that one turns out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sudbury and Saginaw also taking it on. So we'll keep you updated with that. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have you back. Can we have you maybe back second period instead of first period? We're going to switch things up a little bit.
Wow,
are you
look
okay
at you
with that?
making a mess of my plans.
Do you need
here.
to call Sportsnet and get permission?
No.
There's a reason for that.
Okay.
We're not sure we'll have him back next, but we'll have him back. We got a couple things to figure that out.
For sure.
The Sarnia Stain coming out to the ice right now as they get ready to take on the Owen Sound Attack. Don't forget to follow us everywhere on our social media at TVSN World so we can keep you updated with the scores and what's happening here this afternoon live from the Progressive Auto Sales Arena. I'm David Burrows broadcasting for the Video Show Network. My friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!
We'll talk to you soon.